Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back from My Hero Academia episode 61. Just so you guys know, my bed isn't made behind me, not because I'm lazy, but because my dog is sleeping. You can kind of see the whiteness right there in her ears. She blends in my blanket a lot. I don't want to move her. I don't want to move the poor puppers, so... And also, guys, there is a poll. I recorded a video right before this, and I forgot to mention it. I'm kind of sad. But there's a poll I'm doing to pick the next show that replaces Reincarnated as a Slime because that's ending in about a month. So I'm doing a month-long poll. There's a poll video that you guys can check out. And in the description of the poll video, you will find a link to the poll. So if you guys want to vote, it's also on my Patreon, which the link will be in the description to that as well. So if you guys wanted to do that, you can. But anyways, guys, we have a very hype episode, I think. At the end of the last episode, we had Bakugo challenging Midoriya to a fight. They kind of want to settle their... Bakugo kind of wants to settle some stuff. He pretty much figured out that, All Might is the one that gave Midoriya his powers. Midoriya didn't confirm it, but he didn't deny it either, so it pretty much, Bakugo's pretty much set on this. But Bakugo doesn't really know, like, the how, essentially. Like, he probably doesn't know that All Might can pass his power down. He might think All for One helped with it, but I don't think any of that really matters. I think it's all about just how Bakugo feels. How he mentioned in the last episode about how, Midoriya managed to get something from the guy that Bakugo looked up to without Bakugo even realizing it, And so... Yeah, I'm very, I don't know how this fight's gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna be resolved, but however it is, I think it's gonna be some good emotional development for Bakugo that we haven't really seen much, he's progressed a very little bit with his development as a character, as, being this, childish, kinda angry, version of himself, where maybe after this fight things start to change a little bit, maybe, hopefully anyways, or it gets worse, I don't know. But, if this fight actually does take place, if nothing interrupts it, nothing stops it, I'm very much looking forward to seeing, who wins and how all out they go, because obviously they're not going to try to kill each other, and maybe that holding back is going to be the downfall of one of them, Also, Midoriya can't, break his arms to do, insanely powerful stuff, so, and I'm sure he's not going to go 100% with his legs, especially against Bakugo, so, it's going to be interesting how this all turns out, and I'm very much looking forward to it, and I've chatted enough, I'm very sorry, so let's jump into this, shall we? And alrighty, for you full-lengthers, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yep. A little bit of recap, okay. Not much, though, probably. Yep. I was just talking about that part. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I imagine they're probably gonna get in trouble for fighting here, if they fight seriously. Alright. Hmm, interesting. Wow. Damn. Damn. Interesting. Yeah, that was kind of a little bit of... That was like... I don't know. Bakugo almost doubted his, like, admiration for All Might. It seemed like, unless I misinterpreted what it was said there, it seemed like he was saying that if All Might recognized you, then that means All Might isn't the person I thought he was. That almost seemed like what he was saying, but maybe I misinterpreted that. I also like how this intro didn't spoil any of... Like, I mean, we saw that right there, but we didn't really see anything that spoiled that ending bit. Or, like, this last bit of the season. Which is cool. Like, it didn't show Bakugo and Midoriya fighting or anything. Deku vs. Kacha in Part 2. Damn. They're just going at it. Yeah. He ended up doing it anyway. Ooh, nice dodge. Ah, okay. Alright, he's already getting into it. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who was that? Was that All Might stopping them? Does All Might still have the bandages on his arm? I don't know. Hmm. They both got the same card. The All Might card. Nice. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, this is like Bakugo coming to terms with how he feels about all this. Midoriya running up to help him all the time like that. Wow. Damn. Oh my god, I have chills right now. That voice actor. Wow. And he blames himself for that. Holy crap. Yeah. Damn. Here we go. Good way to put it. Oh! Yeah. Bakugo's always so distant with his emotions. Other than anger. Jeez. Whoa. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, Bakugo's moving too quick. Oh no, he blinded him. Yeah. I mean, he wants to surpass you, but he's not really looking down. He's looking up at you, pretty much. Oh, he's more than 5%. Oh. Oh, he can use more than 5% safely now? 8%! Ooh. Get out of here, halfway screen. Whoa. Oh! Damn! Hmm. Damn, I love these shots they're doing this episode. Oh, he's gonna use his fist? Yep. Oh my god, I'm like tearing up. Oh, he was ready for the kick, but he wasn't ready for that. Oh, damn. Oh! Damn. Yep, he still has the bandages on his arm. I think it was him that stopped Aizawa. Damn. Wow. Aw, damn. Hmm. My dog's snoring, sorry. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Good, good. Yeah. Alright, he's in the loop now. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Yep. Whoa, messed up on the subtitles there a little bit. Oh god, here we go. But that's cool, they're actually talking a bit more, too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Freaking my dog. She's so loud. Okay, yep, so it was him there. Hmm. Oh boy. Bakugo just straight up admitted it. Nice. Alrighty, that's it. Holy crap. Oh. My freaking dog's snoring this whole time. I'll try to cut it out, or maybe I'll try to cut it out. I don't know. Sorry about that, though. Do 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 do. Ah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alrighty, and oh, it's after credits. Opening ceremony. Hmm. They gonna say something? Was he gonna ask for advice? Ah. He's gonna say something good right here. Ah, yeah. Cool. Alright. Alrighty, guys. So that is the end of episode friggin' 61, which is 23, I think, of season 3. I should have looked at that before. My bad. But damn, that was a good episode. Holy crap. So I don't know how long this discussion is gonna be. Just because the nature of like the whole episode was just that fight. And I shouldn't say that because it was a fantastic episode. Holy crap. The animation was so good. I loved everything it meant for Bakugo. It was like huge Bakugo moment, you know? Which is what we've all been waiting for, essentially. Because, you know, I've had it in my mind that he's not going to become a villain, you know? Like, there's no way Bakugo, after everything, you know, because in the beginning of the show, you could argue that, you know, maybe he would be like a Naruto Sasuke kind of thing, where he eventually goes down the path of evil. But no, like, once you learn Bakugo's motivations, there's no way he's going villain, you know? But the thing was, since he wasn't going villain, there had to be a point in the story where they leveled out his character a bit from being this extreme, like, ball of rage to being, you know, maybe still having that rage because it's just a part of his character, but being able to understand himself better, essentially, which is what this episode did fantastically. And I think I already briefly mentioned it, but the animation this episode with, like, the fight choreography and everything was really cool. I love some of the shots of them, like, being up in the air and it, like, winded down below them and, like, went back up and stuff. Some of that was fantastic, the way this episode was shot. I really, 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 really liked it. And, you know, like that, I think my favorite part of, like, their fight choreography was that part when Midoriya did his, like, spin thing. I think he was... I don't know exactly what he was doing there, but I think he was just trying to get it, like, back off from Bakugo a bit. But he did this thing where, like, he just, like, spun his feet, like, around each other a bit and did, like, a bit of a spin kind of thing and backed off, I believe. And that moment there was, like, that was just so smooth and so cool. Oh, it was so good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually... probably one of the first times I'm not even going to edit I usually edit these episodes immediately after recording. I think I'm going to go watch some of, like, the normal reactors that I enjoy watching and see their reaction to this episode. Just because it was so damn good. I'm so excited to see other reactions to it now. But regardless of talking about that, the whole symbolism behind what this whole episode meant to Bakugo is really cool, because something I didn't think about is that he blames himself for being captured by villains and All Might having to utilize the remainder of his power to save him, essentially, or at least that's how he viewed it, you know? Like All Might said, this fight was gonna happen eventually. Like, one way or another, you know, All Might was gonna have to fight All For One. Either that, like, I mean, obviously, I guess if All For One waited for All Might to die or something, or, you know, just naturally lose all his power, like, Midoriya would have been strong at that point. But regardless of that, he didn't wait, so since this plan was always in motion, essentially, it definitely wasn't Bakugo's fault at all, you know? Like All Might said, it was his choice to expend the rest of his energy. But it's such a real thing for someone to think about that. And honestly, I didn't even consider the fact that Bakugo would think of that because of who Bakugo is, right? Like, a lot of the times I'll consider that, like, oh, they probably feel guilty about this. That's a normal thing that I'd consider and talk about in a show like this, you know, with one of the characters. But usually that's for characters that are a lot more compassionate and, you know, are in their heads a lot and everything. And I didn't even predict that whatsoever, just because Bakugo is always so... On the outside, he's always so confident and, you know, angry and you know, he doesn't show that emotional side of him, so sometimes you forget that it's there. And seeing it this episode was amazing, you know? And basically him knowing, you know, everything happening, like it all started back at the Slug villain, he said, or Sludge, sorry. That gives him like a trace back of like everything, and All Might saying like, you know, because in that moment he was the most hero-like out of anyone. Like, you were strong, but he was a hero. And All Might wasn't trying to, you know, degrade, like, talk down to Bakugo, but I feel like Bakugo has to, at some level, he never really, I don't think he really admitted it. Well, he kind of did, in a non-straight way. Like, he a roundabout way he admitted it, but he's never really admitted that Midoriya is very hero-like, you know? Like, Midoriya was always saving him, he rushed in to save him at the Sludge villain, rushed to save him when he was hurt, even when he fell over this episode, Midoriya rushed to save him. Not save him, but rushed to make sure he was okay. There must be some level of Bakugo that realizes that this is a good quality of a hero, and that's something that All Might would have seen in Midoriya if they were, like, at the, you know, when he realized that the Sludge villain was the start of a lot of this. And that's just, like, a really cool thing. And the way Bakugo roundabout said it was, he said, like, you're always in your head thinking about, like, the best thing to do and watching others. And I think that's, like, the big driving difference between Bakugo and Midoriya is that, you know, Midoriya sees what other people does. He really watches All Might. Like, Bakugo watches All Might, but Bakugo just wants to be like All Might because All Might never loses, you know? He's never once talked about the heroic things that All Might does aside from just beating up villains and winning, you know? But Midoriya sees all that different stuff. Like, Midoriya's favorite video is when All Might is saving these, you know, saving all these people. Like, there's not even, like, a fight scene there. Whereas, Bakugo's favorite moment is when All Might is surrounded by villains. And he's saying, like, oh, he'll always win when he's watching it on that TV screen as a kid, you know? It, like, shows the two different thought processes where Bakugo's all about just winning and fighting the villains, whereas Midoriya has that hero aspect about, like, saving people and stuff. And Bakugo really realized that when he lost these provisional exams because he didn't care enough about saving people, you know? And I think that's, like, the big catalyst to this change is Bakugo's realization of that. So, oh man. It's just so cool. In his breakdown this episode, that voice actor did an amazing job. I'm actually scared to watch this because one of the reactors I watch watches in dubbed. I wonder how the voice actor did in dubbed, because I feel like it will not compare to this voice actor at all. But I'll probably still, like, you know, try to enjoy it. But man, it was so powerful. Like, I almost felt Bakugo's, like, pain and what he was going through just in the emotion in his voice. You know? Oh, so good. So good. But I'm trying to think of... I got I got off my tangent kind of thing, and now I'm trying to think of like where I can pick up the discussion a bit more again. Aside from the animation and Bakugo's changes, I mean, I'm glad I've like racked my brain. Like I was thinking like a mile a minute when Aizawa was leaving his room and you saw like the one hand stopping Aizawa. My first thought was, is this going to be a villain attack and something's going to go down tonight while they're fighting? You know? And then I was like, no, probably not. And I was like, so who else could it be? And I was like, maybe it's All Might. And I'm glad I actually said it out loud because it did end up being All Might. I'm pretty sure I said it out loud anyway. But yeah, that was pretty cool that All Might somehow... I wonder how he overheard it. You know? Like, I wonder where he first realized they were going to fight. Was he like walking down the street and like hid behind a pole or something while they were walking down the street and like could tell they were gonna fight it out? Or was he by ground beta for some reason? I wonder how all that worked, but however it worked, somehow All Might knew this was going down and decided to stop Aizawa and just decided that it would be best for them to just slug it out. And it's also really cool that All Might finally kind of like realized that Bakugo knows everything, so it's better to fill him in on everything than it is to keep him in the dark more, you know? So I really like that he was brought into the loop, and I really like how Bakugo was like, you know, damn it, Deku, you shouldn't have told me that, you know? It's really cool because sometimes, like, in shows, people don't respect secrets enough, and it's really cool how much they respect All Might's secret in this show, and how much Bakugo respected it, you know? And he's like, I won't tell anyone like Deku did, you know? I'll keep your secret safe. And all that. That was just a really fantastic aspect of the episode. But so now we have 2 episodes left, I believe, and we have the opening ceremony, which was talked about. I don't know if we're gonna get to see that. And I wonder, is that for the new first years? Because school is probably going to be starting again soon, because this was, like, a lot of the season was or I guess this whole season was happening during summer break. So their second year at UA is going to be starting, which means a bunch of first-year heroes are going to be coming in, and maybe that's what we're going to get to see in these last couple episodes, is maybe, like, teasing some possible new characters and underclassmen that, you know, might become a part of the show a little bit more. But in it, like, expanding the roster of the show a bit. Obviously, they're going to be second years, and the new people are going to be first years, so there's probably not going to be a ton of interactions. Just like how there was always second years and, you know, third years, I believe, during, you know, their Midoriya's first year, but we never really saw the upperclassmen at all. We only saw, like, Class B, you know, support course and business course people and all that, and general studies. But, so I'm wondering where we're gonna go from here for these last 2 episodes. I'm thinking opening ceremony, and then maybe kind of, like, a training/teasing next season episode for the last one, possibly? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but it seems like Midoriya and Bakugo are going to miss the opening ceremony unless Aizawa lets them go. But I'm not sure if he's going to or not. Which is going to be interesting if that means we might get if we're going to see the opening ceremony and Bakugo and Midoriya don't go, that means we're going to see the perspective of the rest of the classes, or the rest of the classmates, you know, that aren't them, seeing like all like the new people and everything. So that could be interesting if we actually see the opening ceremony and all that. But yeah, that's really cool. Man, this was a good episode. I feel like I didn't talk enough about Bakugo and all that, just because, you know, usually my discussion's going a little bit longer than this. But Sorry if I missed any of you guys' like favorite parts or something. You guys can let me know in the comments what your favorite part is of this episode, and I can reply to it and talk about it if it's something I missed. Just no spoilers, please. I do try to kind of skim the comments to make sure they're not spoilery, but if I ever get spoiled, which might happen if the channel grows at all or whatnot, then, I'll have to stop reading the comments and just have someone else read them to me, but then it'd be kind of hard to reply as well, so I don't know, work all that out somehow or something in the future, but anyways, guys, I think that pretty much sums it up. Such a good episode. I am really excited to just end this and then go watch some reactions, honestly. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys want to see this episode in, full length or future episodes in full length, you can check out my Patreon, where you can get access to full length. You can also get access to early access. So if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do that by becoming a patron, and that also supports me and what I do here, and keeps me going, allows me to start more shows as the channel grows and everything, and, all that good stuff. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.